This is not going to land well with some of you. And I want you to open your mind because this is definitely a skill, and you either have the skill or you don't have the skill. I was trained with this skill in many, many, many certifications, leadership certifications, many, many 10-day sits in silence, working with literal Zen masters, working with different types of psychologists and coaches. And I remember when I first started coaching back in like 2007, I met coaches that never read the news. And they told me literally to not ever read the news. I took out my AirPod because it was making a clanky sound. Anyway, they were like, don't read the news, don't listen to the radio. This is before a lot of social media went berserko. And don't read the paper, don't ever pay attention to politics or the news. And I was like, well, what do you mean? Like, shouldn't I be informed in order to be a really good life coach? And it was the opposite. Like Tony Robbins, who I met, and a whole bunch, Bill Harris, Chandra Sumter, Amy Yamada, like they were just like, don't buy into it because it will distract you from looking at the human, you know. And Ray Choice, she's a phenomenal coach. And they were right. I went 10 years without knowing what the fuck was going on in the world. And I had some of the highest level clients who I appreciated and saw that we all shared the same values: trust, honesty, loyalty, love, family. And I never knew which side of the coin they were on. So I recently found out that like 2 of my good friends are definitely Trumpers. And I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't freak out. I didn't like, oh, I can't be around you. My question was simple. I was like, so how do you feel about the Iran war? And they're like, don't you understand? Iran was going to nuke us. And I was like, okay. And I realized something at that exact moment. Their algorithm is programmed. All of their algorithms on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, their algorithm is programmed to tell them exactly what they want to hear. And that's about 30% of Americans. So we're talking about, I think it's like 30 million people or something like that. And the 70% of Americans, their algorithm is what I would consider the sane algorithm. However, we cannot blame people who are doing their research, but they don't even know, because they're usually baby boomers, that the algorithm is just telling them what they want to hear. So the issue isn't the person. The issue is, how do you get them to understand the algorithm? Because they're being duped. We're all being duped.